My 33M wife, 32F, is spending New Year's with people who enabled her cheating on me last year. Last year my wife of 13 years started an affair with someone she met online. She found a Discord community here on Reddit that quickly became the entirety of her social life. She started talking with one of the guys from that community and eventually had an ongoing affair with him. We've since decided to try and move on from this, but she still remains part of that Discord group and is friends with several people from there. And #X200B. This morning they told me that a couple from that group will be visiting a nearby city for New Year's and she is planning to go visit and stay the weekend with them. While we have been working on rebuilding our relationship and the trust that my wife has lost, I'm still not comfortable at the moment trusting her to spend the weekend away with these people, especially since I don't trust them. They had previously enabled my wife's infidelity by not only condoning it, but they are also friends with the other guy IRL and have had them to their house before. And #X200B. I voiced my concerns about this when she told me, and she seems to understand some of them, but doesn't get why I dislike these friends of hers who I haven't met before. Her logic is that I have friends that she doesn't like and she doesn't question me about spending time with them. But truthfully I only have one friend who I see infrequently at best, and he has never enabled me to cheat on my spouse or caused me to do anything that would have harmed my relationship with my wife. She asked me if I would be more comfortable with this situation if I went with her, but honestly I think it would just ruin the holiday for everyone. I actively dislike these friends of hers and I'd probably be in a pretty sour mood being with them. They also drove down here and are spending a few days here just to see her before going to their actual vacation destination. And #X200B. I'm just at a loss for how to approach this situation. Any advice on what I should do? I don't understand why you haven't divorced this woman already. Are you sure she is not still having the affair, or another affair? If she isn't, this is a respect issue. She shouldn't have anything to do with any of these people. If it was my partner I'd tell her she's free to go, but don't expect me to be there when she gets back. If she had an affair last year she should be doing everything in her power to build back some trust with you. This New Year's visit is incredibly damaging to this goal. Tell her it is not acceptable. She clearly can't see her own issues. I'd probably tell her that if she does go, don't plan on coming back. Considering it's still been a short time since the affair, I think it's reasonable of you to ask her not to go. And for her to say the equivalent of, "Oh well," is really concerning. I understand the feeling of finally feeling like you have friends, so maybe it's the intoxication of friendship clouding her judgment, but if you're in the US or other pandemic-heavy country she shouldn't be going to see someone who just traveled anyways. She's being selfish, and honestly I don't trust her either. This might be a relationship-breaking move. Good luck. I know it's scary to end a long-term relationship, I've been there. But you're getting to the point where being alone is better. If she does this you are alone. Okay, you have set your boundary. Now what? If she goes on this trip anyway, do you set another boundary? Try more reasoning, and pleading to get her to understand you? Do you enforce your boundaries? Tell her that if she goes she will have paperwork and packed bags when she gets back? I get it. You love her, and there are complications to ending things. At the same time I would hope you have enough common sense and self-respect to realize that if she goes then she has no respect for the relationship or you. She may indeed love you, but just not respect you. Your monkey, your circus. Well, you did stay married to a cheater. What are you expecting? This is your life now. You chose this. There's a way out. You won't take it. Out of all the people in the Discord community, the couple that enabled her affair and that are friends with the affair partner IRL just happened to be coming through and want her to visit them for an entire weekend alone. Either he is coming with them, or it's just him. Advice: victory hand, medium light skin tone. She doesn't respect you. That's not something that will ever change. Bye. Unless of course, you hate yourself. This morning they told me that a couple from that group will be visiting a nearby city for New Year's and she is planning to go visit and stay the weekend with them. No, he will be visiting for New Year's and she's planning to spend the weekend with him. My girlfriend used to tell me nearly the exact same thing. They had a regular hookup on or near New Year's every year for 3 years. She should be doing whatever she can to rebuild that trust she threw away, and show you that she's willing to work on the relationship, but this ain't it. I would put my foot down, tell her you cannot be with her if she continues to spend time with and associate with people who encouraged her adultery. Tell her that is the bare minimum you require in the relationship. This isn't about her hanging out with friends you dislike, this is about her hanging it with people who are nothing but toxic to your relationship. She sounds like a shitty person tbh, not sure why you'd stay with her. Please respect yourself. Unlike your friends which she doesn't like, her friends enabled her to cheat on you. Reconciliation normally always start with cutting out all things of your life that led to the cheating. Not just her AP but also the people that enabled her. You are not her top priority in all of this. She made her decision and it was no decision for you. Tell her that she can go there and have all the fun with them. But that she shouldn't return to you from the trip. Unsure why you didn't make her change her habits that enabled her cheating. And now you're stuck in the same place. She's likely to go anyway and likely to cheat again as there haven't been any consequences for her and she is not sympathetic to your feelings. Prepare yourself, divorce is coming one way or another. Either initiated by her or you. Reconciliation is going terribly. You're being reasonable to be skeptical of the friend group. The keys are that these friends trigger the memories of the affair, and you also don't know which ones acted as enemies of your marriage. She needs to understand those points. So two things could happen long-term. 1. She could find new friends, or 2. The two of you could form relationships with these friends as a couple. But it is not sustainable for her to keep these particular friends, apart from you. It's worth a conversation about which way it should go. Perhaps you could reconsider going with her. Or perhaps she could reconsider going at all. Also, have you discovered RAS1 after infidelity? She doesn't respect you, and the fact you haven't immediately told her she isn't attending this party, and instead are coming to Reddit on how to handle this says to me she won't respect you again. It reads as though she knows she's got you wrapped around her finger, and honestly, you sound like a lovely guy who deserves heaps better. Let her go to the party, also let her return to her belongings in a box outside and papers for her to sign. She knows now that she doesn't have to respect you to stay married, so this will be your life until you grow some self-respect. Say yes, you will go with her. See her reaction to this. It will tell you if anything had been planned. Only a year out and she is already putting herself and you back into a very uncomfortable stop. It really doesn't sound like she is doing the work she needs to. I think the first poster is right. Why are you still with her? You can't force someone to change. You can only stand up for yourself and set healthy boundaries for you. I would just tell her she can go do whatever she wants. I would then start the divorce process and moving on from her. Have you ever read the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy? After reading all your comments, I think reading and working through that book would do you really good. Try that out. Have you considered having an open marriage? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Unless you give her permission, it seems like she wants to do it again anyways. What are you doing? Do you really believe that everything is okay and has been okay? Obviously not. Why didn't she invite you? Honestly feels like the guy is gonna be there and she's gonna cheat again. You're kinda naive, bruh. You are being so reasonable in not wanting her to go, it's ridiculous. My dude. The fact that she still talks to and hangs out with these people who encouraged her affair means she doesn't really want to work to fix your marriage, she just wants you to forgive and forget, probably like you always do. Grow a spine and put your foot down. She needs to choose, the people who actively encouraged her to cheat, or you. You are letting her have her cake and eat it too, all while making you miserable. So meet them. Go with her. If she won't agree to this, then have them come to you. If that's not an option and she won't cancel the trip, then hire a pie and prepare to break it off. Regardless of how one-sided family court is in your area, they want stability for the children. Pics of your WS with her AP will help you if she is stepping out again, if not you'll get a little peace of mind. If she didn't invite you, tell her to stay with them and not come back. Don't continue to let your value be diminished. Imho, you have been hurt and you are entitled to draw the line wherever it feels comfortable to you. I think you know what to do, you just don't want to face it. She can't or won't live under your new rules and you think you should just change your presentation. Come on. As a relationship with boundaries, it's over. She's a lunatic as she thinks your issues with this are in any way unjustified. And her coming up with some false equivalency for your friends, her friends, is disgusting. If she isn't doing her best to make you feel comfortable, to show you that you can trust her again, to respect your wishes, she doesn't deserve a second chance. Not sure why you are surprised by this situation. You've shown your wife and her friends that cheating is not a red line for you and is something you can live with in your marriage, so why shouldn't she hang out and do it again? If you have no respect for yourself, don't be surprised when no one else has respect for you either. I would just go and ruin it for everyone? That is the obvious choice. My advice is that you need to get it straight on who is enabling her, because right now, it's you. The only way to successfully move on from this is if she cuts off the pathways to this completely. The fact that she is still part of the Discord group should be a hard line for you. I also have no idea why your wife would be attending an overnight social engagement without you. So, do you see? The problem is not the friends she's keeping, the problem is you allowing this to continue. Why isn't she your ex-wife? I don't understand. Flushed. Should've left last year, get your shit together. You've lost her. Dumping the friends should have been job one, you didn't force that and now she's gone. You wanna know who she is, just look at her friends. People tend to migrate to others like themselves or who they would like to become. She's going to be with people who wanna get drunk, party and fuck. Your brain knows this. Your heart wants what's gone. I'm so sorry for you about this. The good news is she rubbing it in your face so hard in time even you won't be able to look at it without crying. I can't believe what I have just read. Seriously. Ho's gonna ho. Just get rid of her. She clearly has zero respect for you. This guy is gonna be there again. Just picture her smiling as he finishes in her mouth. Because that's gonna happen. She's gonna love it. She gets to do whatever she wants with whomever she wants, because she has a coward of a husband who apparently won't leave no matter how much of a hoe she is. Dude, take your head out of the sand. She's going to a New Year's orgy. You have made the transition from kind, patient and forgiving, to pathetic doormat. Take whatever remains of your self-respect and divorce this garbage person. She doesn't love you. She doesn't respect you. You will never be able to trust her again. There is no marriage anymore. At this point she is just milking you for resources until you see the light and ditch her. Please, do that immediately. Call a divorce lawyer right now and do whatever they tell you to do. You fucked a dude with this group's help, you hang out with them again and we're done, simple as that. You're not invited. Affair partner will be there as well, likely the reason for the visit. I'm gonna get downvoted, but at the end of the day it's your wife's decision to cheat or not her friends. Either you trust your wife right now or you don't. The friends can't force her to cheat, and they're not obligated to cut the side guy off when they're friends with him. If you trust your wife, then nothing else matters. It sounds like that's your real issue you're not facing. Dude, she's already broken your boundaries once and she is more than okay doing it again. Evaluate your relationship, weigh the costs and the benefits. Your post is a clear example on why people should not reconcile after infidelity, or if they do, it should be the cheater begging their significant other for another chance. Go with her at the last moment when everyone gets there, yell out which one of you came here to fuck my wife. And who all is going to try to cover it up for her. She is counting on you not going. You don't have the balls. How can you go into a new year with such little self-respect and self-worth? Trust has been broken. It's up to her to do what's necessary to re-establish it. Leaving for the weekend to party with a group of people in the same peer group as the affair partner is not doing what's necessary. If she can't see that, then she should just leave and not come back. Go ahead and change the locks, man. She can stay gone.